Hey everyone! Today is just gonna be a simple little video. I want to show you all how to rig your VRoid model to have fancy expressions like mine. This will make your VRoid a lot more expressive. You'll be able to do a lot of things like move your eyebrows, stick out your tongue, puff your cheeks. Your eyes will be a lot more expressive. This is totally worth doing. It really doesn't take long, and not free, but it's really, really cheap. So, yeah. It's pretty easy. So let's get started, shall we? I'm going to assume that you already have Unity downloaded, because it's not that hard. I would recommend getting the Unity hub and downloading the most recent version of Unity, because some of these guides tell you to use a really specific version, and it does help if you do that, but I found you don't really need to. You can just use the newest version. Definitely don't use an older version than is recommended, but other than that, it really shouldn't matter too much. But yeah, let's get into it. So before we start, you need to download some stuff. So I have here on screen the UniVRM Unity plugin. That's a lot of words, might sound kind of scary, but don't worry, it's easy, it's easy. Thanks to GitHub's amazing user interface, you will have to, once you're here, you want to scroll down here to the README, keep scrolling, and then here it'll say installation in big letters. You can click on this button that says the latest release. And then click here where it says for UniVRM 0.x. And then once you have this downloaded, you want to look up HANA Tool, which is the tool that will make your expressions for you. Very important. This is like the tool that you need. It's here on booth.com, which is a Japanese website, but it'll mostly be in English, I believe. And over here you can see it's 1,000 yen, which is about like 7 USD. It's pretty cheap. Call it an investment. I would highly advise against pirating this software, because this person clearly worked hard and it's a really helpful tool. So please just buy it. Do not pirate it. Don't leech off of someone else. If you at least don't want to pay for it, then have someone who has it do it. Please don't pirate it. Alright, yeah, but once you bought it and have it downloaded, be sure to get the EN version. Once you bought it and have it downloaded, you want to come to your Unity hub here. You want to click up here, new project. And then over here, you can just name your project. I'll just name it demo. And then here, you want to select whatever folder you want to put it in. It doesn't really matter too much, but you know, you always want to keep organized. And then, once you have that, you can check the editor version up here at the top of the screen that I have cut off. Up right here. You can switch your version, whatever you have downloaded. I'm using the most recent version, which should be fine, like I said earlier. Alright, and then you just come down here to create project. And depending on how fast your computer is, how powerful it is, this could take a couple seconds or it could take like minutes, because Unity has a lot of files, so it's best to be patient. Just let it open. Alright, and here we are. We have the Unity all loaded up. It should look pretty similar to this in terms of layout, especially if you're using the same version. So now we have to input our Unity packages, which is pretty easy. So the easiest way to do it without getting turned around is you go to your file explorer, and then basically you want to go to wherever you saved your downloads to. They might be in your downloads folder, they might be wherever you put them. Just go there and make sure you have your Unity open still. And you basically just want to select your Unity package that you just downloaded. Click, drag down here into this area, and then wait a couple seconds. This pop-up will show up. You don't have to worry about any of that, just click this import button. And then now we wait for Unity to import the packages. Alright, you might get a notice down here. You don't have to worry about that, it should still work fine. Now we have to import our other package. You're going to want to import both of these files. It doesn't matter in what order. But do it just the same way you did before, clicking and dragging into specifically this section down here. Alright, before we move on, I want to show you this very important note that you might get tripped up on if you're not careful. You can see I have my VRM here, opened in VRoid Studio, in the Export as VRM menu. So you want to go up to here, to Reduce Polygons, and you'll want to turn this off. So click that, make sure it's not checked, don't mess with any of these. Your model's going to be pretty hefty in polygons, but don't worry, you should still be fine. You definitely want to click Delete Transparent Meshes. Make sure that that is off, or else HANA Tool will yell at you. So definitely double check that it's off. Don't mess with any polygon reduction. It really doesn't like you messing with the polygons. Alright, and we're back in Unity. So now you want to come up to VRM 0, this up here in your toolbar, import from VRM, and find wherever your VRM is. And then once you picked out your VRM, it'll bring you to another Save Prefab menu, and I would recommend making a new folder for this. You can just call it VRoid or whatever, you can call it whatever, just to be organized. You want to select it, open, save. And now Unity will import your VRM, which may take a while. Again, Unity has to deal with a lot of files, so this might take a while. Once it's done, you'll see a folder appear, the one you just made. You want to go into that folder, and you'll see the prefab over here, which will show a little preview of your model. Click that, drag it up here into the side menu, and if you're new to Unity, you can use your scroll wheel on your mouse to zoom in and out. Yeah, but scroll wheel to move in and out. You can click your scroll wheel to pan, right click to rotate. And if you don't like this kind of weird pink lighting, you can come up here with this light bulb, turn that off. You'll see this error over here, don't worry about it, just put a 1 in there. And here we are. Alright, we're all set up mostly. So let's get right into it. You want to come up here to HANA Tool, click Reader, and then it'll pop up this. You want to go here, this little circle icon right there, select your face, and then VRoid model is a male or female based. You can pick one of these. Overall, the female blend shapes look a lot nicer, in my opinion. You can pick whichever one, it doesn't matter if your model is actually male or female. And then you just click Read Blend Shapes. It should come up with this. If you get an error, please let me know, and I will try to help you with that. But most errors would be caused by you either messing with the polygons or not unchecking the Delete Meshes button. So go ahead and close that. And then you want to come up here, do a HANA Tool again. Clip Builder, right here. And then you want to come over here to your avatar, click and drag, right in there. Clip Build. And then it should take a second. And then it'll say finish to clip build and just click OK. So now your model will have all the expressions built into it. One teensy tiny little step that you may find useful. Go up to HANA Tool. They have a delete transparent mesh button here. You can do that. Once again, click in your prefab, drag it over here. Click. And then it'll delete your transparent meshes to make your file size a little smaller, which is great, especially if you're using a mobile app. Okay. And now, it might get a little bit tricky here. You want to go to this third folder, double click, and that's a lot of shapes, but these are your blend shapes. You want to go to this third one, and it'll open this menu over here. Now you want to come to this window, drag it out. You won't really need this, so it's okay to make it small. Drag this one up, because your blend shapes will appear here on your model. You should see your face right there. You can move this as well. So these are all the blend shapes, and if you go through them, you'll see your model modeling them. Now, you can edit these however you like, but I'm going to show you some that are must-haves to edit. So the first one I would recommend going to is brow down, the brow down left and right. Because as you can see, it is going through my eyelid, which is not what you want. So if you come up here and scroll down, click this teeny tiny arrow next to face, scroll down more, and scroll down until you find the slider that's all the way up. So you're gonna wanna go ahead, slide it, try to find the most extreme that you want it, so like maybe right there, and then repeat for the other eyebrow. Great, and then once you've done that, the next one you want to change is the mouth close. That's kind of freaky, huh? What is going on there? Same thing, go down to the face menu, scroll down, mouth close. I'd recommend putting this one to 0, and then really slowly finding maybe right there, where you can't see my teeth anymore. And that's all you need. A little tip, if you plan to use your model with Hyper Online, it's a little wacky sometimes, but here's something I would recommend doing that somehow helps the performance. I don't really know why, but maybe it's a placebo effect, but here's something I would recommend doing. You want to select jaw forward first, come here to this grayed out section, click on that, and it'll show you where that blend shape is. You select it, right click, delete. You do not need it. Make sure you're deleting the jaw forward. Delete that. Scroll back up and open your third blend shape. And it'll say null. And then you can come over here to list. Scroll down until you see one that's like missing. Right here, it's blank. Select it. Right click. Delete array element. And boom, it's gone. Do the same thing with the jaw left and jaw right, because you do not need those for Hyper Online face tracking. Do not delete this one. Do not delete the jaw open. You need that if you want to open your mouth. Yeah, but once you're done messing around with all of that, there's some cool stuff you can do with it if you play around with the sliders. I'm sure you guys can figure out some fun stuff. But once you're done with that, you want to come back over here to VRM, export to VRM, and then you want to click and drag just like we did before. If it's in Japanese, if some parts are in Japanese, you can come up here, it says lang, you can change it to EN. And then you don't really have to worry about any of this stuff. This is all just kind of advanced stuff. If you get an error here, just put a 1 for the version. For some reason, it really wants you to have a version. And click export. I'd recommend saving it in an outside folder and naming it like something like blend, just so you know which one is your model with the blend shapes and which one isn't. And that's it. That's the whole thing, and it should work good. It should work with really any app. It'll work best with iPhone tracking. So if you're using an iPhone that has face tracking, I use the app VUp. It works with Hyper Online. It should even work with other apps like VC Face, VMagic Mirror, all those fancy ones. Yeah, but it's pretty easy. It's pretty easy. This will help you stand out from other VRoid VTubers and help you be a lot more expressive, let you be way happier with your VRoid. So I hope this guide was helpful. I hope to see a lot of you guys, you know, with your fancy new expressions. Do let me know if you have any questions in the comments below. Or you can contact me on my social media if you have any questions. Yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye!